Conte is the manager of Tottenham Hotspur. It's a bit of a mad time, and I think we all know that that's a great thing, but this squad won't stay the same. We all know that he needs to get players in, players that he wants in. He's very particular with this, and we wanted to have a chat about who's going to come in, and who's gonna change the side and make Tottenham into potential winners. Hopefully not.
Yeah, no, I think that's, we wanted to discuss who we think Conte might bring in. Sorry, you just caught me just as my headphones were dying, so I've just switched them around. And it's very difficult to do this because we're just going to now list lots of Italian names. Serie A / Italian.
Just Inter Milan players. Anyone that's played Inter Milan.
Who do we think that Conte can realistically bring in? So obviously, rules, standard rules apply. You're banning, you're in you gave Conte anything he wants. He might pick Mbappe and Haaland. However, probably not. So if Ross, obviously, if you have any suggestions in here, throw them in. Jay, you do the same. But
Ronaldo, get them in.
Yeah.
I've got a great list.
Okay, well, I'll throw some of mine out first, and then we'll just, because otherwise I'll look like don't know what I'm doing if you take some of mine.
That's fair.
We did discuss earlier on about the Kessie thing. He's got a year left on his contract. He wants $6 million a year from AC Milan. He can't really afford that right now, and he's been one of the components, that has turned that AC Milan side back into Champions League. Definitely not contenders, but participants. And I like him, and I think he plays that defensive role that you want from not necessarily Brozovic, but that kind of role that was at Inter. Definitely the sort of Kante. He's obviously no Kante, but definitely the Kante role.
You kind of alluded to it earlier in the stream that I'm so surprised that sorry, I know this is a video on YouTube right now, so sorry we keep giggling the chat, right? It's just it's making me laugh, right? So Ace is, I'm not going to throw Ace's first comment up because Ace, I can't wait for this video where Ross is sitting there awkwardly with his godly hairline. Paul just saying that I can't stop laughing. Sorry about this, everyone.
Paul's just said should sign Lewis Holtby, and I don't know if Paul knows. I don't know if Paul knows, but Lewis Holtby is genuinely one of my favourite footballers of all time.
And I did crack a smile. I was going to throw that one up. So that's the first sign. On Kessie, I'm so surprised that another club like United, especially United, haven't gone in for
United need to fight us on that one. They do.
Absolutely.
They need a player like that.
He's exactly what they're missing, and he's just going to go. He's just going to go to Tottenham because Conte's there. Conte wants him.
Well, maybe not for free. If we get him in January, we might. If we say to AC Milan, look, we'll give you 15, 20 million. No, maybe not even that much. 15 million to get him early.
Simon's actually said that I would not play Kessie at that holding role. He needs a man behind him. I watch JC games since 2 years.
Okay, well that's very fair. In that case, you've still got Skip, who I think is growing into that perfectly, and Højbjerg.
I was going to say Højbjerg, yeah.
I think they're three midfielders that are solid.
Well,
if you want to just shut a game down, I would like the three of those in a little thing.
Well, Simon had another question that goes off the back of that is, do you think Conte will switch to two strikers and a three-man midfield? So if you get Kessie in, would you play Skip, Højbjerg, Kessie, and then have the two up front, which is obviously Sane? That's their ship name, Kane and Son.
I'd quite like to see that.
Like some of the wingers, like Lucas, maybe becoming a wing back or something. I could see that happening.
I mean, Ross makes a very good point there. I think who might really benefit from this is I could see Bergwijn being a wing back.
Yeah,
massively, and maybe Sessegnon might finally come out of the Tottenham cave.
I forgot about Sessegnon completely.
Yeah, everyone's forgotten about Sessegnon, Jay. He doesn't really exist anymore.
Is he on loan or is he just there?
No, he's just injured. He's not even injured at the moment, is he?
No, he is.
He was injured.
It's such a shame. I remember a couple of years ago, you, Josh, saying this was before you even bought him. Like you saying how talented this young guy was, and he was playing for Fulham at the time, and how you wanted him, and it's just gone horribly wrong for him.
It hasn't gone well. Anyway, yeah. So the next player for me is it's weird because if you gave me the choice now, I'd still say Skriniar, but I think that's maybe unlikely now. I think he's got a big release clause, or at least a big fee would be commanded, like the 80 sort of million range. We missed our chance with that, and I think De Vrij is the option there instead, and that's what I was saying before earlier in the stream. I was talking about the fact that if we have Romero and De Vrij, we can then, I think we can get away, at least for a season, with having a Sanchez, Tanganga, Davies, Dyer as the third man in that defence, as long as you have those two top quality, not promising maybe, but centre-backs there.
I mean, I
like
think
that.
Tanganga's perfect to sit among those two, surely.
I would pick Tanganga personally, but I'm not sure that will happen. And Tanganga might be an unfortunate casualty of Antonio.
Yeah, it could either go on. It could go either he's the star and Conte loves him and he's playing a lot, or it goes the other way where he gets forgotten and leaves, which would be sad because I think he's got I like Tanganga for a Tottenham player. He's got a lot of bite. I like that.
Well, so which centre back would be my dream signing? Has just been asked. I've seen in the chat there. I think if you could give me any centre back in the world. Oh, that's actually a very difficult question, isn't it? I'd probably pick. Okay, I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to. No. Okay. I think for the potential, I would maybe like someone like Tapsoba from Leverkusen. A more realistic one is Justin Timber from Ajax. I think that could be a good shout. He's not there yet. He's young, but he's one of those maybe players. I don't know about my dream one. Obviously my dream one would probably be, I don't know, getting a Marquinhos in or just playing Kante there.
He's quite
good. Why do I have low standards, Shapat? I'm just trying to think of players.
Shapat is on smoke. Simon said,
Varane. I want Varane. Are you happy?
He said Evan Ndiaye plays for Frankfurt, French player. He's quite good apparently, according to Simon. I
can't say I know too much about him.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
I've heard of him, but I don't know too much about him.
Yeah, fair enough. I think the defense is definitely something that you need to sort out. I mean, this game that we're watching currently kind of highlights that a little bit.
We're fine. Go on, Jay, go down your list a little bit. Roman Goldie's a good shout. I'm not fully convinced. In fact, that's who I had. My dream fan. You've jogged my memory of my dream centre back. It would be Ivan Meccano. That would be my dream. If any centre back in the world, it would be him. But yeah, Sewell is good. Jay. Give us your list.
So,
oh no! No list.
We all just dropped out there for no apparent reason. I'm so sorry.
No, that was better from me and Ross because you dropped out and I went, oh no list for us, and then just cut at that moment.
Oh man, sorry.
Anyway, Jay,
you dropped out when you're like giving your list. You're like, so dropped out.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Sorry about that. The streaming's fun, isn't it? Well, the fun one, the guy that will be in the thumbnail is the Victor Moses Renaissance, of course. He's coming back and he's gonna fucking win the league with Tottenham because that's what.
Why are we being silly? I didn't realise we were being silly.
No, that's just me throwing a silly one in there. Come on. Paul said, "Nice list." Well, someone that you were linked with in the summer, and because when Harry Kane was still uncertain, but you still because that Vinicius, what was his name? Vinicius.
No, you're right, Vinicius.
He's not there, no longer there. You were linked with Vlahovic. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Fiorentina. I think he's someone that could be. I mean, I guess it depends because he's clearly going to be a backup, but you definitely need someone to back up in that striker position, especially if you are going to start playing with two strikers. If that's something you're going to be
That one's really difficult because I think Son can play striker, and if we do play two strikers, obviously that it would make financial sense. But he's going to cost upwards of 50 million,
Mm.
and if he is sitting on the bench, we're not going to do that. When teams like Juventus are apparently interested in him, he
Mm-hmm.
would obviously pick that rather than Tottenham's bench, which is the problem Tottenham's had. It's a good problem to have because Kane's so good, but it's the problem Tottenham's have ever since Kane, scored against Aston Villa in 2013. Who?
We could do with another Llorente, really, because he was, even though
Yeah,
he didn't get off to a good start, he was really good. Really, it was vital in that Ajax game. Like,
yeah, absolutely. A big target man that changes the. I think that's important from what Ross said. It's someone that changes the way Tottenham play. Also, Vitesse just had a stunning shot, but someone that changes the way, we play.
Yeah.
Like a Llorente, Peter Crouch, that.
If Inter hadn't signed Dzeko, he'd be perfect.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
That's a good one. And then you need, I think, as well. There was talks about Eriksen coming back as well, wasn't there? And I don't know how true that is, so I'm not going to mention that really.
Well, it's an interesting one because he can't play for the rest of the year because of the Serie A rules on his pacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Obviously, he hasn't played football since in over 6 months. How long ago was the year of that accident?
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 months easily. Yeah.
So that would be, that was just
that one's been spoke about. I think that's quite a romantic one as well for the the narrative of that. But
Conte wasn't his biggest fan either.
No,
I know you liked him, but he didn't really play
time at the start. Yeah, you're right.
But
I think you need. Sorry,
Eriksen liking all the posts of Conte being manager, so there might be more behind it.
Maybe. But I think you do need someone like Eriksen, like a creative midfielder, I guess, because you do have Ndombele, I guess, but maybe you need.
And if he can unlock something. Oh, just for the record, I think Moses. Speaking of that, Victor Moses has just scored against Leicester.
It is a sign. Amazing. I'm telling you, he's coming. You know what? He knows he's got to put on a performance tonight. Get Conte's head spinning. But you mentioned him earlier, Josh, and he was on my list. But Barella is such a.
It's not going to happen.
Do you not think so?
No, he's going
to. I think the Conte pull is big.
He's going to sign, I think, Inter basically have him in line to be their captain for the next years. Ace, we will answer your question. I promise. We're just doing a video. I think Barella's out of reach, unfortunately, just because of the position. He's a young player that Inter Milan have pissed off a lot of their fans by selling Hamiki, Lukaku.
Yeah.
To sell a fan favourite potential future captain might be a step too far.
Fair enough. And I think I did read somewhere that if he was going to come to the Premier League, I think because a lot of players have aspirations to the Premier League. He has said that United is somewhere that he would have liked to have gone.
Oh, but everyone says that.
I'm just saying. I'm just.
I know.
Just saying that's the reports. That was it for my list. I also had Kessie as well.
I think Levet is it the Lazio wing back?
Lazzaro, is it?
Lazzaro, yeah, something like that. Also, it'd be good to. We'll never get him because of the dynamics. But how good was he in the World Cup? And then no one ended up buying him because of that injury. Mourinho will never sell him to us. But,
not at all.
That's it. Lazzari. Thank you, Simon. I've seen him been linked with him a lot. Ross, do you have any players that you'd like to throw into the mix?
I'd say Brozovic's contract is also running out, so if we couldn't get Kessie...
Yeah, that was in the comments as well, that.
Yeah, it was.
That would be good.
He'll be wanting one last big contract as well, so...
I'm not. Maybe this is just me being a bit ignorant. I'm not sure how much I care about Brozovic.
Yeah, it's not a sexy signing, but
No.
I think your defence is the biggest problem, isn't it? And obviously we've already spoke about that. But I think when you talk about other players, you kind of think, "Oh, I want a defender in there." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I just saw a comment there that just said Tarek Lamptey, and I like that.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't like that? I mean, his career might not take the trajectory we think it might due
He's
to
not
injury.
playing for Brighton at the moment, is he?
No, he seems to be really struggling since that injury. So, but everyone loves Tarek Lamptey. Like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Is there any more from you, Josh, before we end this little bit?
No, I don't think so. I think, yeah, it is all about the centre backs. Like, I think just I keep seeing it won't happen. Of course, it won't happen. But I keep seeing these Rudiger links. Stop! Why are they happening?
Oh yeah,
That's never happening. And I don't particularly
silly.
want him. I don't. He's too crazy for me.
Oh, I love him.
I mean, I'd take him.
Suits Chelsea.
I don't know.
Take him over what we have.
I think Conte would fucking love the beast that he's become.
Oh my god, they'd explode together.
Yeah, like celebrating a goal, they just fucking nut each other.
Yeah, someone did say Roman goalie as well, and I don't mind that, but again, I don't know what it is about that. It doesn't excite me. I don't know why.
No, I think that could
I
be
don't see.
promising.
I don't see him. I just see, it's a hunch. It's nothing but a hunch. I just see him not adjusting to the pace of the Premier League well.
Yeah, well, there
But
is
that's
that.
just a hunch.
But I feel like Italian centre backs, well, not just Italian, but Syrian
Romero might have just been
centre-backs.
sent off. Romero's just been sent off.
No
Shit.
way. Well, we'll end the video there. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're watching this on YouTube, we're streaming currently. We're watching the game, so make sure you subscribe because we're doing live streams like this, watching games right now. As Romero gets a red card, thanks for watching. Tell your dads. That was a super rapid outro.